recently got accepted into an accelerated nurse practitioner program, and I've been getting a lot of questions about my process, about what the program is. I've just been getting a lot of questions. So I thought, why not make a video, explain everything. I wish I had a video of someone explaining everything to me when I was going through this process. I didn't know anything. I had to figure everything out on my own. So I felt that, why not help other people and make it a little bit easier for them? So I'm just going to take you all through my journey, kind of explain how I got here and what I did to get here. So I got my bachelor's of science in kinesiology at the University of Kentucky. I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field, but I started out as a pre-nursing student. I was young, I got scared. I let people talk me out of it. They were like, oh, the nursing program's hard, the anatomy and physiology's hard. I just really got talked out of it, and I ended up changing my major. And long story short, I ended up in the kinesiology program. I knew kinesiology was broad, it covered anatomy, physiology, so you could do a lot with the degree. So that's when I first started hearing about the PA profession and stuff like that. And basically I decided that I wanted to take the PA route. I was kind of back and forth between PA med school, but me personally, I just knew like I want to get in my field. I can't do another 7 years of school. And then I just felt like PA would be better, it felt like it's a better work-life balance, it's more flexible. So I was like, all right, PA, that's what I'm doing, that's my plan, I'm sticking to it. So after I graduated, I worked and things like that, took more classes, and so I decided to start applying to PAs. Oh, my advisor, the academic advisor at the time, my senior year, he basically told me like, it's too late, you're about to graduate, you have a lot of classes that you don't have that you need to get into PA school, it's difficult. He basically was like discouraging me from trying to take the PA route. He basically told me like, it's not gonna happen, long story short. And me being the person I am, I was like, who is he to tell me what I'm capable of doing? So, I still was like, okay, I'm gonna take these classes and I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that so I can get into PA school. So I started applying. I had no clue what I was doing. I see all these other people, they have their plan, they have people walking them through the whole process. I had none of that. Like, I didn't know anything, I didn't know what I was doing. I just went into it blind and wasted so much money because every PA application is like $50, $100. It's expensive. So I kind of I wasn't even really ready to apply, but I was just applying. I didn't know what I was doing. I applied, of course, did not get accepted. That was the first year. Second year I applied, I was like, okay, I took some classes, got better grades, brought my GPA up. I volunteered, I had experience. I just thought like, why should I not get in, But it still isn't good enough. And then I think I applied to this coming up cycle, or this cycle currently, I applied to like maybe 2 schools. And I just wasn't feeling it. I was like, CASPA, they're not willing to recalculate my GPA. I took 8 classes in 1 semester and got a 4.0, and CASPA basically told me like, we're sorry, we're not going to recalculate your GPA for you. So that was really like a wake-up call for me. I was like, okay, this is not going to work. I'm not going to keep wasting money. I'm not going to keep putting myself through this just to like get nothing in return. So that's when I was like, okay, I need to do something different. So I found out about, like the accelerated nurse practitioner programs. I was looking at accelerated BSNs. I had a list of schools, and I was, kind of going back and forth. Last year I was looking at accelerated BSN and MSN programs, but I was just like, I really want to do PA. I was so set on PA that I was like not open to any other opportunities. And I kind of probably missed out on opportunities because of that. But this most recent time, like maybe a month or two ago, Casper was like, we're not going to recalculate GPA. Thankfully, I had submitted my application to that nurse practitioner program. I was like, you know what, just let me go ahead and apply, see how things go. So I submitted my application like November of last year, and I just kind of forgot about it. And then it's 2 months ago, CASPA told me they wouldn't be recalculating my GPA. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, I hope I get into this NP program because I need to do something. It's been 3 years since I graduated, and I'm still like wasting time, not doing anything, not in my career, not using my bachelor's degree. And so that's when I was like, okay, well, fingers crossed, hopefully I get into this nurse practitioner program. So in order to apply to the program, you needed the same prereqs as PA school. It was anatomy, physiology, chemistry, biology, psychology, sociology. So thankfully, I already had the courses that I needed to apply to the program. So I did that. I had to write an essay. You know, it was typical application. And I submitted it, made sure I had everything turned in. And I received an email basically saying, like, your application's complete. Next steps, you'll get the nursing committee will review your application, and you'll get an interview. So I did that, and months go by, and I'm like, oh, like, I get an interview, and the lady, it was over Zoom. She was very nice. She was very personable. She made me feel so comfortable, and the interview went well. And then, you know, they said that they would be sending out decisions in August. So I'm like, oh, well, I gotta wait like 2 or 3 months to know if I got in. So rewind to like a few days ago. I checked my email and I get like set up your account, and I'm like, why am I getting set up your account from my school when like, did I get in? So I guess like they kind of made an error, but like shortly after I get a call from my admissions representative who helped me through the whole process. She was like, hey Vanity, like I just want to call you with the good news and tell you that you've been accepted. You can celebrate. I'll be sending out your acceptance letter. You can celebrate, congrats. And I was like, finally, I was like, okay, it's real. Because at first I was like, this isn't real. Did I really I'm not going to get my hopes up. I didn't get it. If it doesn't say you got in, then I didn't get it. So after I got that call, it was real. And she sent me the email, and I was just like, wow, I really got in. And I didn't know what to feel. Like, I was shaking. I thought I was gonna cry, but I didn't. It's like I couldn't even cry because I'm just like, I think I was like so prepared like to be let down and to not get in that like I didn't know how to react. So yeah, that happened. And long story short, I got in. So I've been getting a lot of questions about what the program is. So my program there's a lot of programs like this. Some end in you being a nurse practitioner, others end with you just having an MSN, but you don't end up being a nurse practitioner. You have to pursue that after you graduate. Well, my program, you start out the first 18 months, it's an accelerated BSN. So it'll end in you getting your RN and your BSN, and you'll work as a nurse, and you'll take your MSN and nurse practitioner classes. Whatever specialty you choose for nurse practitioner, you will take those classes while working as an RN. So once I finish my RN portion, I'll start working, and then I'll take those classes for my MSN and nurse practitioner. And that portion of the program is done while working. So I think it's gonna be online, I'm not sure. But they said it's self-paced, so it's basically whatever I can do while I'm working. If I wanna take 1 class or if I wanna take 3 classes, it'll kind of speed up the process. So yeah, it's a combined program. Everything's combined. It'll result in me having my BSN, RN, MSN, nurse practitioner. And the first portion is 18 months. The second portion is more flexible, depending on, how many classes you take while you're working. So my goal is to have it done in a little over 2 years, I'm hoping. I like to, take a lot of classes and just get things over with. So that's my goal, but we'll see how that goes. A lot of people were asking, like, what made you make that switch from PA to NP? Well, once I realized that, like, CASPA, they just have their system is really, like, set in stone, and they just do things their way. And I didn't like that, so I was like, okay, well, then I need to stop going through this system. I need to find something else. And I really wanted to be a PA, but I realized, at the end of the day, I want to be a healthcare provider. That's what I want to do. And I really, really researched PA, NP, and overall, the positions, the duties, it's so similar. It's different routes to get to each one, but at the end of the day, you end up like at the same level. And a lot of people misunderstand the NP profession. They think, oh, NP, you don't have flexibility. Once you're in a certain specialty, you're stuck. That's not true. I'm taking the family nurse practitioner route for that reason. Family nurse practitioners, which are FNPs, are trained as generalists. So they're trained to know everything. They're trained, to work with all ages. They're trained to just deal with the general population. As a family nurse practitioner, you have that flexibility since you are trained in all ages. You have that flexibility to move around. A family nurse practitioner, you can add on extra certifications to allow you to, move around. So say, I do family nurse practitioner, but I want to work with children. I can add on that pediatric certification, or I can add on that emergency practitioner certification if that's what I want to do. So once I found out that that was a possibility, I was like, oh, that's a no-brainer. Like, am I going to keep spending years trying to get into PA school, or am I just going to take the nurse practitioner route and end up doing the same thing anyways? So, yeah, I just feel like, sometimes you have to really just sit back and reevaluate what's best for you. This is your life. Like, I don't know about you all, but I can't afford to keep wasting like 4 or 5 years of my life trying to get into PA school. Like, you don't want to accept me, fine. I'll go somewhere else where someone will accept me. Somebody will see my application and they'll realize what good of a candidate I am. So I made that decision for me, and I couldn't be more grateful. I couldn't be happier. I feel like I made the right decision. At the end of the day, I'll still be a healthcare provider. I'll still get to do the things I want to do, and I'll still get to move around as a family nurse practitioner. So I just really, wanted to explain my process, explain the program, and answer some of the questions that I've been getting. If I didn't answer everything you all wanted to know, please let me know any other questions you have. I can do another video answering questions. So if you have any questions, please let me know. I will answer them. I really like to help people. Like, my process was hard and long. Like, I wanted to give up so bad. I was like, I'm tired. I've been taking classes since I graduated. I've been volunteering. I've been getting experience. I've been doing everything. And I just got discouraged. I'm like, I'm not good enough. Like, it's not enough. No matter what I do, it's not enough. I'm wasting money. I'm wasting time. I'm not getting in. I really just wanted to give up. And it was a lonely process. I'm a single mom. I moved across the country to California. I don't really have support, So there were times when I was, depressed, down, sad, like, oh, what am I gonna do? Like, my degree went to waste. It was really discouraged, and I didn't have anyone guiding me along the way. I didn't have anyone giving me advice. I didn't have anyone explaining anything to me. So I just thought that I would like to do this to help the next person, because I wish I had this. So maybe I could make this process a little easier for you all, but I also plan on, sharing my journey as I go through NP school and nursing school. And I just want to help people. Like, I don't like to see people struggle. And I struggled through this process and I didn't have to. But now that I'm in my position, I can help others along the way. So if you all have any questions, please feel free to ask. I will answer anything you want to know.